I don't know. Could be funny. Could be depressing. Depends on how I write it. Depends on how I'm feeling. And
Radios. All right.
woo woo, let's play this. Moving over to control. Hey, Cactar summoning materia add-on. Carbuncle summoning.
Yep, I got the deluxe, which means I got the extra summoning materia.
Nice. Chocobo chick.
You will get those later.
When you can summon stuff. And now that the game has started, I can do the thing I was saving for when the game started. Eat this delicious Butterfinger.
Oh, God. Right as the title screen came up. Meaning that we're starting off strong. Thank you.
I won't actually eat it with my mic on because that's going to be awful. But
yeah.
On the off chance any of you missed it, the Final Fantasy Butterfinger tie-in is really funny.
I was laugh-crying all afternoon.
Here's a good tweet about it. Just give me a moment to link it in chat. It is amazing how the actual poster is just eat Butterfinger. Okay.
Here's a JPEG.
A single JPEG.
Well, so we're gonna just get started because this is probably the first hour is probably gonna be the demo, but more so.
The demo big.
Ooh, they let you test the right stick right here. That's very kind of them. I don't think I've seen this before.
Neither have I.
That's actually quite new.
Yeah, that's helpful. Man, the whole x-axis, y-axis thing is always just such a whoa for me.
Yeah.
I tend not to change it just because I'm always like, if I change it to one setting, I'm gonna get stuck on it.
Yeah. Time for some very pretty visuals.
They've been to Arizona, I see.
Yeah. Someone's been on a field trip, maybe even in a helicopter. Took some photography.
A new voice.
It's me.
It you.
Hey, Oblivious. I'm gonna turn on Discord monitor so that people know who's talking here.
Way.
Hey.
Sorry, I got busy binging One Piece episodes, and then I realized, oh yeah, Spud's got his thing going on.
At this rate, you might be finished by 2064.
Yeah, really. Not to get into my rant about episodic content again, but that was the other reason I forgot to mention.
I don't have it. Like I said before, and maybe not to rehash the whole conversation, but just so that people know where I Newbiespud stand. This game wasn't a part of my childhood. I played through it. I tried to play through it as an adult and kind of gave up after the snowboarding. But I'm very interested in it as a piece of adaptation because that's kind of my particular sphere of nerdy interest. Also, Oblivious, you're echoing a lot.
Oh, am I? Yeah, hold
Yeah.
on. God, I was looking for my headphones, actually.
I wonder if they had actors they based the remodels on.
That's actually a pretty common practice.
I know it is. I'm just curious if they did, or if Nomura had a very
If they were hand sculpted.
yeah.
Also, did that fix the echoing?
Seems to.
I think so.
I mean, there's not a whole heck of a lot I can do about it because there's really no padding in this apartment at all.
Well, I just want to, be sure people watching this, either on Twitch or on YouTube, have a good experience. Anyway, time for The Shot.
The Shot.
Even playing the original as an adult, looking at the PS1 version of this, I thought, man, that's actually a really strong shot this zoom.
Mm-hmm.
And now the 2020 version, it's still kind of like, damn, okay.
Sure is.
You built all that, you modeled all that, you lit all that, dang.
I think what's really fascinating is you can tell it's not a situation, at least from what I can see, that they copied and pasted stuff. I'm sure there's smaller copies and pastes in there, but the general form of it is not, which is wild.
Yeah.
And if they made this big enough that you can explore all of it, oh damn.
Probably not all of it,
Probably not all of it.
but probably a vertical slice of it. More so than the original.
A decent chunk.
I'm going in pretty blind. I didn't watch the last trailer because apparently it was very spoilery.
I watched a couple people play the demo, so I know a little bit about this.
I watched another person play the demo after I played the demo, who knew considerably more about the underlying mechanics.
Hilariously, I think out of the three of us, I'm probably the least interested in this of all people.
Well, yeah,
You've made your stance clear.
No. I mean, it's more than that. Because I had to put my spin on the whole thing. I have a multitude of brothers, all of whom believe that Final Fantasy VII is the greatest of the Final Fantasy. I vehemently disagree with it, and they are partially the reason why.
That's a fair
Oh,
point.
gotcha. I understand that.
It's wild to me. I don't think that these helmet dudes have eyes.
Don't think so.
They might not.
I think their model doesn't have eyes. Hey.
I mean, considering the types of Shinra soldiers we see later, they might not.
Yeah. It definitely looks like from the bits I saw a minute ago that the face is sculpted to look like they have eyes, but actually looking up into it, they don't. I guess because the angles are always so, top down.
Yeah.
I don't think that there would be much reason to do that, all things considered, because they're always wearing those big chunky helmets.
It depends on whether or not they, are custom modeling the human fleshy bits or not. I guess.
Probably. Okay.
Let's go.
You okay? Sneeze?
Yeah, I just saved myself from face planting into the counter.
You should probably not do that.
I was trying to reach for something, and then I spun around the wrong way, and then my heel actually didn't, stay planted into the ground, so I started to fall.
You got this. Yeah.
Well, I am glad you did not. Because I would have no way to contact the appropriate health peoples.
Can't get surrounded.
I'm pretty sure me versus the countertop, I think my head would win, but I don't want to test that.
I don't want anyone to test that.
All right.
Besides, If my head wins, that's great for me, but that's also going to mean that I don't get my security deposit back.
Also true.
Was never
So definitely one thing I absorbed from the demo playing it after is that guarding is way more important than dodging.
It's almost like you could use that giant, massive sheet metal as something to block.
Don't be absurd. He has to use that to cut things.
Also, there are grenades back here.
And we didn't even have to get Yuffie to steal them.
Clear icicle mineral water. Interesting. You got a Moogle medal.
Also, there was something around here that was like, here we are. Oh, there's also a mini-map. The Adventures of Stamp.
Book 3.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite series.
L2 changes the compass to a mini-map, or off. And yeah.
God, has it really been 8 episodes?
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one
I'm
of us
sorry,
now?
I'm flipping through
He's half
something
balls,
right now.
this,
And
what was
making a
his
very
name
sad
again?
realization.
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier
You still have a ton of
anymore.
episodes to go.
Still, he's a professional.
Less
unlike
than
the rest of us.
200, so I'm
I'm glad to have him.
Hey,
This is a one-time gig. When
that's
it's
not
done,
bad.
we're
and
done.
like, a non-insignificant chunk of that is filler.
surprisingly no, actually.
I mean, I know you're like close to the whole cake arc and whatnot, but
No, I'm in the middle of it,
These
actually.
words mean nothing to me.
We know.
I caught a couple episodes on 4Kids and that's it.
Enough. We're done here.
That is the absolute worst way to experience it.
I disagree, but for different reasons.
Okay, it's the worst way to experience that as a medium to take somewhat seriously.
I also just don't watch TV and anime anymore, so
It's fair.
anyway.
I won't get distracted by One Piece, even though I could talk about it for literally ever.
We can do that later. But for now,
Let's talk about
go-
different. Let's talk about one of the other different biggest anime properties of all time.
Let's talk about the pretty anime boys.
Come on, nobody do something
And not
this
so much the
crazy
goofy
just for
anime
money.
boys.
Yes.
They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
What?
Wedge.
I wonder how Barrett's arm works.
You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gil.
I always wonder how weird cyber arms work.
It is very fascinating once you start to think about it a little bit.
It's like, where does he reload the thing, for one?
How do you do maintenance?
I mean, his looks like you can take it off, but
Yeah, you can replace it with other additions, I suppose.
Well, yeah, because
It's modular.
Well, obviously it's modular.
Yeah.
also it's like, who does he know that can do that sort of thing? Because it's Barrett doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who works in cybernetics. If I'm being honest.
Not sure.
Anytime now.
It's probably somebody, probably one of the folks in Avalanche.
Probably.
Increase
Probably.
thrust to increase stagger.
Nice.
If I had to hazard a guess, I'd say he probably stores because you see like the outside of it, but I'm sure the cybernetic arm actually goes deeper than that, but quite literally.
Probably.
And there's probably like an ammo drum somewhere up to his elbow or something.
No, because you can see, like, there's like a visible magazine section of it. I mean, it's...
Right, it's like last second counter. What happened there?
Oh.
All right.
I mean,
Trying to get a hang of things again.
Was never in doubt.
I do not have those bonus summons yet.
you cannot
Oh, actually,
pet
I
the
can.
dog.
No,
Can't
not this
pet the-
dog anyway.
Can't pet the dog. 0 out of 10. This is bullshit.
I think the one thing that impresses the hell out of me is, or rather, it's like just one of those things. It's like, whoa, weird. Was the fact that, like, I don't know, it must have been 3 or 4 years ago, someone found a mission that had not been found in the game before, like in the original game.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a side quest, or
Yeah, it was like a side quest, and then nobody found it because it involved talking to this one guy, like between every other mission, and it was such a minor reward that it didn't show up in any like guides or files.
Huh.
Because
like not even.
Because it was just this super minor thing. It was like, if you talk to this guy, you get an ether or whatever.
So like not even a named NPC or anything.
I think he has a name, but it's been long enough since I've actually seen they found this thing that I don't remember it offhand. Bet if I could.
A lot of Final Fantasy VII knowledge, in my experience going through the game myself, is there is a lot of hearsay.
I've seen this one is the thing. There's recorded video of it.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean like as related to that. I mean,
Your
there's a lot of
knowledge
stuff
of it.
people don't. There's a lot of stuff people don't know, and a lot of stuff people think they know that are wrong.
Not so fast. We've got company.
Right, like how if you press a certain button combination in the middle of that one cutscene, Aerith doesn't die.
Yeah.
Try to keep up.
Wait, hold on. Do people actually believe that? I thought people understood that was a joke.
Of course, people
no.
believe it.
Of course, people believe it.
I shouldn't be.
Punisher, guard. Come on.
You'd think at some point I would. You'd think at some point I would cease being surprised by the depths of stupidity. Or willful ignorance, I guess, in this case.
That it?
Legend says you can glitch into the reactor and get teleported to Disc 2. Exactly. Alright, I've let myself take enough damage. Partially because my microphone is blocking my view of the HP.
Ah, I found the thing I was looking for. It actually wasn't 7. It was 9.
Oh.
Oh.
And
Oh wait.
So 9 came out in 2000, and then in 2013, someone found a side quest where you'll encounter characters named Zanero and Venero, wondering where Marcus and Cinna are.
Nothing to it.
If you beat a boss or watch a cutscene, then head back to the hideout, you'll find Gennaro wondering where Zanero and Venero are. And you repeat this several times, and eventually you receive a protect ring.
Oh.
Actually, a
Just a
protect ring
missile-
isn't.
It's not that bad, but it's also in disc form.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, that's junk at that point. Wow, that killed Oblivious dead.
Soldiers may attack.
Got something caught in my throat when you did that.
Good guard dogs too. Bet you've seen a few reactors.
I'm
So how do
okay.
we get to the bridge above Mako's
Glad
club?
you're okay.
Ain't holding out on me, are you?
I wonder if we can put a little running tally in the corner to see how many times I've almost died in
Or
this.
is he a loyal little doggy? Have it your way, Mutt. We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout.
Because I was
Depends
thinking,
where it
oh,
was built.
there's a lull in this thing, and
Never
Din's
seen
explaining
one
a
like
thing.
this.
I can go snack on this. Nope.
Sorry. It's just such a it's just such a minor thing. I just love it. And I think it probably goes to show that like there's probably a lot of stuff in all of these games that we just don't know about.
Yeah.
Because nobody bothered.
Because they don't always put good
It's
secrets
over.
in there.
That's my line.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I was gonna say
Not all
like,
secrets are created equal.
Yeah. Well, because I was gonna say like a protect ring in like Discord or something. That's actually not bad. Why are people? Oh, that's why.
Yeah, 'cause it's a Discord. It's like Endgame.
It's like, okay, this is how much do I get for selling this? Great, here we go. Thanks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just sent boxes flying.
I got this place covered.
Out of the people I know who played the demo, they make it their mission to kill every box they can find.
It's the primal
It's-
instinct.
It's somewhat satisfying.
Simmer down, hotshot.
It's the antithesis of the cat philosophy. It's not if I fits I sits. It's if it sits I hits.
I don't know. I think.
I
there's
mean,
plenty-
it fits with the cat philosophy of knock things off of its intended place.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Screw this thing. Screw this thing. Screw this thing in particular.
It's a good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes.
It is funny that like
Pity no one else at command will talk to us,
someone's
but
done
what
some
can you
tests
do?
and it's like seems like cats knock things over deliberately. Like it's
Careful
very
in there.
especially deliberate.
Oh, you think?
I'm not talking about just the like smacking stuff off of desks. I'm talking about like when cats just wander around areas.
Oh no, I was talking about that too. My former roommate has a cat named. Oh, okay, he's got a much longer name that's like 14 things. I don't. His name is Matthew. But the point is, he will knock everything over
Looks like the elevator's
quite
on the other
deliberately,
floor.
except when he's playing
Pushing
around. Then
that
it's
button.
completely by accident. And in a
So,
truly
you're
glorious
not too
cat
far,
moment, he
right?
decided
It's not
to
really my
climb into a
business,
bag to
but
see if he
are you
fits.
guys close?
And then he went into a fit when he realized he couldn't get out.
Yep.
Oh, we're getting a new scene from the demo.
Ooh.
Flashbacks.
Cloud! Are you ignoring me?
Thank God this dusty old town is going to be perfectly safe and nothing's going to happen to it.
Oh wait.
I never put it together that the well was the well in the center of town. I never put that together. Thank you, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
We've
The
seen the
PS1 never made that clear to me.
Well's location established. Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Also, getting some Shinra in here.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir. We are currently investigating whether
No, wait,
they
this was in
belong
the-
to the
this
same
was in the
group
demo.
that made the attempt on your life. Rest assured.
Yeah, wasn't that,
our
like, towards the
inquiries
very
will
end
not
of the
take
demo,
much
I think?
longer.
There's another one towards the end that we'll see.
Oh, okay.
This pump's sole purpose is to drain the
That
planet
man
dry.
looks like
While
Bryan
you sleep,
Cranston.
while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Marco.
Going back to our
It doesn't rest, and it doesn't care.
postulation of
You
actor
do
modeling.
realize what Marco
Yep.
is, don't you? Marco is the lifeblood of our world. The
You have
planet
connected the
bleeds green
dots,
like
the two
you and me
dots,
bleed
they
red.
form a straight line.
The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer
The two
me.
dots, they form a straight line. The
You
constellation
gonna
of the
stand
Crusades.
there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can.
That was like
You
one of the
really
last South Park jokes I remember.
Damn straight I do.
It's one of the last good ones.
Get help.
Oh, was it? It's
Say
been
that again.
God, how many years? Ugh.
I'd worry less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds.
Yet another thing I've done that
Save
makes
the
me feel
screaming
old.
for later.
It's weird. From a distance, Cloud's hair looks like
lives on
it's
the
solid
line
blonde,
now.
but when you get close, it looks like he's bleached it.
I think that
Kinda,
depends.
yeah.
Merc.
I think that depends on the lighting.
Move,
Yeah.
and that happens.
Well, so much for having Cloud do all the fighting. There are some places a sword just can't reach. Just bear with him for me, would you?
Yeah.
Should have asked for more money.
Those are the worst
Gonna
turrets.
throw your sword at him?
Yeah, they took a while.
Intruder?
Cans ain't got
Intruder!
nothing on me.
Intruder.
Oh, intruder. Oh, okay.
On this.
Wait, intruder?
Hey, Carl? Carl, do you see what I'm seeing? We don't have eyes, but are you seeing what I'm seeing?
There's something on my sensors. I'm not sure. I don't think it's supposed to be there.
We don't have eyes. We have IFFs.
So, oh man, I just noticed how, like, they are on the spindliest little arms.
Yeah, they are not sturdy.
Well, keep in mind, Shinra is an electric company.
Yes.
Yeah, that owns the world.
That thunder I hear?
That doesn't mean that they've that doesn't
They
mean
have
that
their
they're-
own secret service. That also sucks, yes.
That was nothing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just because they have it doesn't mean it's good.
I mean, and really, they're not that great at providing electricity.
Look what we have here.
The laser security system.
When you're the only company
Those
you
things will
don't
hurt
need
more
to
than
be.
pride if you're careless.
Exactly. That's the whole message of the freaking game.
I'm guessing you've done this kind of thing before.
Yeah.
Capitalist monopolies are bad.
Then
And here's why. Here's all the reasons why.
Yep.
Here's all the destruction in its
Nothing like
wake.
a little danger to
Fist
get
made
the
of ham,
blood out.
activate.
Just keep those baby blues of yours on me.
Sorry, I just that particular phrasing just made me picture a magic card called Fist made of ham.
You've activated my trap card. Wait, is that
Ham
real?
fist.
The thing is, like, I can totally picture that from an unset. From one of the.
Ah, yes. Neek points out there's, Jesse has a lot of lines for hitting the lasers over and over and over and over and over again.
Yep.
To the point where if you hit it like 20 times, she's like, is this a fetish? Or, you know, I'm not judging.
Poor Jesse has to put up with so much.
Yeah. She's very relatable that way. 1, 2, 3? Yeah, no, 4. Ah, never mind.
Phew. Well,
Don't king shame laser.
and we're almost at our objective.
Sorry, that's just a brilliant line, Neek. Don't king shame laser boy.
They don't call those things sweepers for nothing. They can wipe out a whole squad.
I love how
in seconds.
jittery these things
you
are.
wipe the floor with them first.
You can tell they're running on some terrible engines,
That hunk of junk is a
Yeah.
heavy weapons platform. If we rushed in, we died.
which makes sense for what is basically a car turned into
That should give us an
a gun.
Yeah, someone took a combustion engine vehicle and turned it into
A mech.
gave it to like high caliber submachine guns.
It's spindly legs.
What if now bear with me, guys. What if we made RoboCop worse?
No, no.
I mean, it's literally. What was the other thing in RoboCop?
At 209.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of that name, so I just said RoboCop because I knew people would know what I was talking about.
I was like, I know what you're talking about, but it's not
Let's get it down.
RoboCop.
I know it's not
Give it all you
RoboCop.
got.
RoboCop was awesome. He could actually get down the stairs.
He could. He could. Man,
Now's our chance. Go.
I remember when, you know, there were just tons of robots that, you know, the whole point was, the easiest method for us is to avoid them is getting downstairs. If we get around stairs, they'll be worthless. And now I just think of modern day, and most Americans are worthless around stairs. Are we the robots?
It looks like that future Wall-E was talking about is way sooner than we think it is.
Possibly. Hey, we can resolve. You got the trophy.
Of course.
Not the fastest you can take that down, but
Not bad though.
no, that was pretty good. The key thing I didn't notice in the demo, but I know now, is that.
Doesn't go into the 20.
Oh, sorry, we're missing out the really good line.
Talking about. I mean your age, not your goddamn rank. Though for all I know, a soldier's rank could be the same as his age. Mm-hmm. Guess that make you a 1-year-old, huh? Live and learn.
Anyway, that good banter aside.
How old are you, Cloud?
You're like 21, right? No, first. What? First class. No, how old are you? Huge dork?